Okay, Jay and I are in town right now. We're just gonna run through our gear real quickly. A lot of it is very similar to what we used in 2019, but there have been a couple of changes along the way, and I figured, why not? It's been forever since we've done one of these. So to start, my town clothes are from like Sierra Trading Posts. They're just a sleeveless t-shirt and some comfortable shorts to change into. And so those were super cheap, nothing special or fancy. For the clothes that I am wearing, I have a pair of compression shorts, which we actually just picked up in Walmart this week, and I've been hiking in them, and they're just been really comfortable and have helped with chafing. Nike sports bra, a pair of shorts they're just Nike Pro shorts, I don't know. This tank top really should probably go in the garbage. This thing has seen hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of miles. It is paper thin. It's from Old Navy, clearance rack. I have a pair of Darn Toughs that I wear, and then one of the changes I made this year was I'm wearing the Hoka Speed Goats. So far, I like them a lot more than the Timps, and I feel like they just are holding up better. The cushioning is holding up better, so I'm really liking them so far. Over here is my pack. It's the Wind Rider 3400 from Hyperlite, and it's been, probably over 1,300 miles now, and I think there's like a small hole in the mesh, but otherwise it has just been bomb-proof. It's been really, really good. I use the Black Diamond carbon fiber trekking poles, also the same as 2019. And so I will just go through how I carry things, sort of like, I guess, how I organize them. So the first thing I do is I pack my sleep system in this Z-Packs bag, and in that I put in my pillow, and then I shove in my liner and my sleeping bag. They're the exact same brands and things that Jay has, so we use a lot of similar stuff. Then, in addition to my sleep system, my cook system is the same cooking pot from Mountain Laurel Designs. I love the size of this. And then I carry my own fuel canister, pocket rocket, and lighter. My spoon is in my food bag, but that's just a long-handled spoon. Okay, next to my cook system, so my cook system goes next to my sleeping system in my bag. I put that all down at the bottom. And then I shove the rainfly in all of the empty spaces at the bottom of my pack. After that, I have this packing pod from Hyperlite Mountain Gear, and I keep the rest of my nighttime things in there. So my sleeping pad gets rolled up, my headlamp, which is just a Petzl Tika, I think it is, and then an extra pair of socks. So, and then my town clothes when I'm not wearing them. That all gets shoved in here, and that goes on top of everything else in my pack. I also carry a 150 smart wool layer, and my down jacket is Montbell. I forget the exact name of it. My other one was leaking down a lot, so I replaced it. So that's another gear change. And then the last thing that goes on the inside of my pack is my food bag. I mean, you've all seen this a million times. It's from Z-Packs, and got a couple days worth of food in there right now. So in addition to my extra clothes and sleeping pad and headlamp, I also have like a ditty / first aid / toiletry kit, I guess if you want to call it that. So that's where I just keep like extra odds and ends, contact solution, the obvious hygiene stuff, melatonin, some Aleve, among other things. I am carrying my extra contacts, a pair of tweezers, earplug. Okay, the last thing that goes in the inside of the pack are my electronics. And again, It's all very similar. I have just extra batteries, wires. I do carry my headphones and my Garmin on the outside of my pack. And then I have a charging block that goes into the wall and an Anchor 10,000 battery pack. And that all is shoved into this zippered pouch. And then my wallet. Okay, on the outside of my pack, I will start with some rain stuff. I guess I threw out my old rain jacket, maybe because it smelled terrible is my guess, but I had to replace it. It's the same one, just a different color. One of the things I added to my gear this year was an umbrella, and I know Jay likes to make fun of me for it, but I don't care. That's been really great so far. That is from Gossamer Gear, and it's not heavy at all. Then I have our poles for the tent, stakes. There's just some groundhog stakes in there. Bear line. And then in the mesh pocket, I have just like a couple of odds and ends. This trigger point therapy ball for the bottom of our feet. Bug spray, bug net. An extra ring for the filter because those always tend to fall out. These are the bungee straps for the umbrella to mount to my shoulder strap. And I just shoved that in a Ziploc bag. Bathroom kit, I have a deuce of spades in there with some wipes. And then for water, standard Sawyer, 2 smart water bottles. I did switch to the CNOC, what am I trying to say? The CNOC bladder this year, and that's been working out fine. And then you all always probably see my drinking tube that I finagle into the cap. So, yeah, and then last but not least, I just have a lightweight microfiber towel for when my nose is running. I also use this to wipe out the tent gets really messy or wet. Pair of Crocs, my knife, and then sit pad. And let's see, am I forgetting anything? I don't believe I am. Yeah, everything's held up really well. Probably the number one gear issue I have had is just footwear out here, trying to figure out what works. And I've had to go through many different brands and styles of shoes, but it is what it is. Footwear's tricky. Oh, I'm wearing my super trendy Patagonia hat. So I really don't like the way I look in most trucker hats. This is legitimately the only style of a low profile trucker hat I found that I ever enjoy wearing. So that's the story behind this, and just so that I have something to drape my bug net over, because I know that that is coming. Yeah. What do you think?
No, don't get me on camera with this shirt.
How's the gear looking?
The gear's looking great.
Yeah? Is it looking good?
Yeah.
You gonna redo your video?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, and then my heaviest piece of gear, I got the husband here.
Camera.
I love you.
I know you do.
Yeah. You're my favorite.
Mm-hmm. Give me the camera.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm going to run through my gear real fast. I'm actually redoing this with a different lens because our other lens wasn't focusing close enough. So here we go. I am still using the Osprey Exos 58. It's been good. It's been repaired a bunch of times. I actually sent it out to Osprey and they repaired it correctly, and it actually is held up, but all my repairs are kind of falling off and coming apart. But it still works. It does its job. It's pretty lightweight, and I do like the pack. On the outside of that, I do kind of loop my buff through here, and then right here I carry my bug net. Inside that I have a Z-Packs pack liner, and this is kind of old and has been repaired a bunch of times, and I should be replacing that pretty soon too. On the bottom of my pack, I carry the ground sheet and the body of the tent, and I have those in 2.5 gallon Ziploc bags. And my shoes are the Oboes Sawtooth Low. I do have inserts in them. They are called Power Step, and they have worked out really well for me. I've never really hiked in anything else, but these do really good for me. Alright, going to my gear. On the 2 side pockets, I have my water bottles. One has the Sawyer on it, and I use this one to filter into that one. I also have my sit pad, which is nice in camp, and then my little ditty bag, I call it. I kind of keep my electronics, my odds and ends, that kind of thing. So I keep an extra lens for Gina's camera. I have a 10,000 milliamp anchor, an extra GoPro battery, and then a GoPro dual charger with cables for everything, and a black diamond spot headlamp. I think it's the spot. An extra little dongle thing for the headphones, and a couple of extra caps just in case, you know, like the flip cap breaks or whatever on my water bottle. This gets clipped to the outside of my pack. This is a new piece of gear, our Garmin InReach Mini. We really haven't figured them out quite yet, but we're getting there. It's kind of confusing. My wallet goes in my ditty bag too. Headphones carry on the outside of my pack, and we all know the bugs are coming, so that's in there too. Moving on to my, actually in my ditty bag is also a little bit of my father's ashes. My cooking kit is the Mountain Laurel Designs, just like Gina has. I carry it in this little bag here, and in there is, I have my lighter in first, my fuel can, and then wrapped up in here is my pocket rocket, and that all fits nice and snugly in there. Cap goes on, and it goes in there. In my hip belt pockets, I carry Gold Bond and Aleve on one side with some lip balm. On the other side, I carry my knife, which is the Spyderco Civilian. In the back pouch, I have my poop kit, which is some hand sanitizer, toilet paper, and some baby wipes, which we always pack out our baby wipes. My sleep system, same pillow as Gina. It's worked good for us. The 20 degree Zeet Packs sleeping bag. And the same Neo Air. It's always worked good for us. So that is my sleep system, along with the liner. We keep, we get into the liner first, then into the sleeping bag, and it keeps your bag a little bit cleaner. Extra clothes. I carry one pair of extra Darn Tough socks and a pair of Injinji toe socks. I carry one extra pair of ex officio undies, and this is actually my town shirt. And I also have a pair of like board shorts, and those are my town clothes. My rain jacket is the Outdoor Research Helium 2. I keep that on the outside of my pack. And my trekking poles. This is how I hold my camera. I have it hooked up right to my trekking pole so I can do like a selfie stick type deal. That's same as when we did it in 2019, except it's the GoPro Hero 9 instead of the Hero 7. And those poles have been very good. I've replaced this tip once, and I actually have this tip on order because this thing is shot. I carry this in the water bladder pocket of my pack, just in case I need to carry extra water. I started the trail with 2 of them, and this thing broke on day 2. This is the other one, so I'm waiting for this one to break. And then I'll buy something a little bit better. yeah. I have my food bag, which is the Z-Packs. It's been repaired a bunch of times, and I think it still actually has holes in it, and the seams are kind of busting, but it's got a lot of miles on it, and it's old. And this is my Puffy. It's the Montbell. I'm not really sure the exact name, but it's always been good for us. I have my Crocs on the outside of my pack. And as far as my everyday hiking clothes, I have a pair of Lululemon running shorts, a pair of Ex Officios, and then this Ex Officio t-shirt that I got at Sierra Trading Post like years ago. It's just comfortable to hike in. It dries really quick. I wear Injinji toe socks and Darn Toughs. So that's my everyday hiking attire. Right now, the only other piece of clothing I carry with me is this Outdoor Research wool layer. It's just the top. I don't have the bottom. And I think that is about it. Anything else you want to add, babe?
No, don't put the camera on me.
So this was in the bathroom, but I have a toothbrush and toothpaste also. We brush our teeth out here. So that is the gear we are both carrying. If you have any questions about anything, let us know. Please like and subscribe and follow along. We are almost to the New Jersey border. I think we have like 22 miles to the New Jersey border. And then we will be in our home state and then on to New York, Connecticut, all that kind of good stuff. So follow along, and we'll see you in the next video.